All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. Just me, Tim Kramer for right now. I think Brian Mann might show up. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If not, if it's just me, it'll probably be a short one anyway. But if it's Brian Mann, maybe like an hour or two. But yeah, just figured come in, hang out. Didn't get to hang out with you guys last Saturday on my birthday, so kind of coming in and hanging out. Probably talk some Comic-Con stuff. What's up, Mama Bear? Appreciate you coming in. Sorry, no Brandon. I don't know if he's gonna show up or not, but we'll see. And then Brian's still out on the road. He should be. I think he's on his way back today. He said, so he should be back probably like tomorrow or something. But then he'll be here Monday for the show. Then we get to talk about Peacemaker and stuff like that. I wound up watching it again just because I wasn't sure how I felt, and I think I'm more. I think I got my thoughts organized. So I really expect Brandon on Saturday. I know he said he was going to be free tonight. So he said on off stream when we were talking, he said he might be able. Probably should be able to show up. So because we were talking maybe doing like a watch party for like a scary movie or something like that. But we didn't put anything set in stone. So I don't know. I mean, it was kind of last second anyway. But Perp, what's up, Perp? I know you just finished up your stream not too long ago, so make sure anybody watching go check out Perp Minded horror. Fanatic knows all that horror stuff. Was that I think it's every Saturday night you do your horror show. The Amazon clip should sum up Peacemaker. It stinks. No, I'm disappointed for sure, 100% disappointed, but it's because he hyped it up so much. But overall, I thought it was like a okay episode, not a great finale episode. He did introduce a lot of things, but it's also just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't feel finale-esque. That was my biggest issue. You don't do anime anymore, Perp? Yeah, so yeah, just got off the stream. Pretty sure anime does it. Peacemaker was good. Says, yeah, like I said, it was good. I went watching it again, because the Salvation thing I had to look into and see what's going on. I wind up ordering the Salvation race, and I watched other people talk about that comic book even before it became like a thing. And the Salvation, is going to set up a lot of stuff, but again, he hyped it up too much. That was the biggest issue. Like he didn't have people watch 6, 7, and 8, and he didn't want anything to get spoiled and blah blah blah. And so that was like my thing. Kind of going back to what Brian says, like, bro, stop talking, stop talking so much, man, stop talking so much. But Perp said he does do anime still. That's a relief. Oh, I am. I never asked you, Perp, what do you think about Demon Slayer? I don't know if you checked out the Demon Slayer the movie. Perp said I think a lot of villains that we're going to see in Salvation, then that may lead into a Legion of Doom movie. Figures crossed. That's what I'm thinking. Because like the whole Salvation, you're gonna get a bunch of villains put in there. Right? Probably we'll see a lot of that happen in probably maybe in World of Supergirl, but for sure in the next Superman, we'll see a lot of people in there and Superman dealing with that. I can see him helping Lex, but not knowing, because he's so naive, he's so like, sees the good in people and shit, that he helps Lex unintentionally put people in Salvation. But by doing so, like the comic book creates, a Legion of Doom kind of, and they get their way out. But then it also sets up Darkseid, the new gods. Like I think we're gonna see a lot of like cool stuff that could come out of Salvation. It just felt not big. That's my biggest issue. It's going to be big eventually. It just didn't feel big in a finale like this. So otherwise, I thought it was like a good season, but a disappointing finale. But but important, I guess, if that makes sense. There you go. Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, 10 out of 10. Yes. I know I've been showing this off to all my anime people. I found this at the thrift store. Yeah, Tanjiro's sword, but it's like with the water form on it. It's super cool. I love this stupid thing. I need to find a spot for it on my shelf back here. Put it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'll make like a mount so it sits in between two on a like right in front of a shelf. But yeah, this thing is stupid. It's so stupid. It's so corny. It's just a piece of plastic, but it just I don't know, makes me all giddy. Perp got me into Attack on Titan. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I need to go on a small little rant. Maybe like I know Chill and K Dot did the thing with season 4 of Attack on Titan. Because that ending, man, that ending. I don't know if anybody watches FD Signifier, but he went on a multiple episode rant, talking about the whole ending of it and it leading up to it and this and that. It was like really interesting, but I disagree with a lot of the leading up to, but the finale of it, I'd agree with him with it a lot, where it's kind of like, oh look, this is what happens. This is what happens when an incel kind of loser, gets power. I mean, there's more to it than that, but still, in a nutshell, these are two still my number one movie of the year. I gotta watch it, man. I gotta see it. I haven't seen it yet. And everybody I know who's seen it has all said that the same thing. It's their number one in their top 3 of the year. Like, it's amazing. So yeah, I definitely gotta check it out. But my daughter still calls that soup the Attack on Titan soup. I got you into One Piece. Yeah, One Piece is so good. I can't wait for the live action. The live action. I'm all caught up with the anime. I think tomorrow, Sunday morning, I believe the next episode drops. And I usually watch it like Sunday night. But yeah, One Piece is so good. It's so good, man. It's just such a big feat. When you're like, oh, there's over 1,100 episodes. People are like, nah, I'm good. But it goes by so quick, man. It really does. That's why I'm telling everyone, when the One Piece, which is a new show with really, like, it's the people who do Attack on Titan animation are doing the One Piece show, and it's going to be a very, very condensed, right to the point redo of the One Piece show. So like an arc that has like 150 episodes is going to have like 40, so yeah, anybody watching, look up the One Piece. It should be coming out sometime next year, I think, or if not, like early 2027. But it's coming out soon. But the One Piece is gonna put a lot of people onto One Piece. Attack on Titan ending is great. It's the only way it could have ended. Man, I don't know. I think they could have found other ways to end it. It's just I didn't like what's his name? I'm drawing a blank on his name. The main guy, like the decision he went with, and then his friends were like, well, sometimes you need to kill 80% of the population. It was like, what? Like I think in the anime they changed it a little bit, which made it a little bit better than what the manga did, because the manga was just straight up like, well, fuck it, he's gonna kill him. In the anime they kind of held him a little bit more accountable. And he acted different. He reacted differently to it than what he did in the manga. So if I had to pick between the manga ending and the anime ending, the anime is better than the book for sure. First needs on Netflix now too. Oh, it's on Netflix? I did not know it's on Netflix. Okay, I gotta check that out. You gotta take your time. It's not a race with one. Everyone's gonna get in their own time. Yeah. But I think the One Piece, when that comes out, that's gonna put a lot of people onto it. Just because you're gonna turn all those episodes into very much more condensed, right to the point. It's gonna look amazing because Attack on Titan looks amazing. It's no like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is like peak animation when it comes to anime, but Attack on Titan is like really good. So them redoing it with that animation style, plus cutting out all that fat, I think it's gonna put a lot of new people onto One Piece. What's up, books, gers, and purrs? Hey, popping in late. Did you guys see the Vampire Static Extended trailer? It just came out yesterday, so it's pretty recent. I seen it. It came out. I didn't watch it yet because I want to watch it Monday with all the guys, and then we'll do a full reaction to it. But yeah, I think they had their New York Comic Con panel. Was it yesterday or yesterday? Right. Yeah, the new trailer drop. They announced. I think Netflix is getting season 2. So yeah, but yeah, we're definitely gonna check that out on Monday for sure. That's like number 1 on the docket. But even with One Piece, people are going to still have to wait, and hopefully they don't do week to week. Oh yeah. That's a good point. I don't know if the One Piece is gonna do week to week. They might just because it's still a lot to animate to just release it all at once. But at least if they do a week by week, it'll be a legit week to week, right? With no breaks in it, because you're all the way up until Egghead right now. So you can. That's a lot. That's a lot. So for them to work on. So. What's up, Erica? What's up? Saying Demon Slayer is the most beautifully animated movie I've ever seen. It really is. It really is. Yeah, Erica's my girlfriend. We went to go see the Demon Infinity Castle and the one before it. I forgot what it's called. But I think it was setting up the Hashiro training. It was like which it was so stupid because it was the second half of one and then the first half of the next season, and it was like it was kind of annoying. This was amazing, but either way, it looks so good, man. I can't wait for the next movie to come out. But I think it's gonna be like 3 years. I heard. I think Zack Attack might have told me, or somebody was like 2027. I think they're saying the end of 2027, or 2 years, that's way too long. Burke's book said, "Oh, perfect! I'll be here Monday in the chat. Excited for what y'all think. Oh, I know we're gonna love it because we're super hyped. We're super hyped for season 3 with the Vampire Lestat stuff. It's just like it gets us super hyped. Like, yeah, and we'll probably do what we did with like Severance and stuff like that, where Saturday might turn into like our new Thursday show, and then Monday might turn into our one topic show. Maybe we'll figure it out because it comes out on Sunday. So Monday with our live show, we're definitely going to break down the episode of Interview with the Vampire. So, but yeah, and Talamasca coming out like in a few weeks, isn't it? I think Talamasca's coming out is it the end of this month or is it next month? Dang it. Yeah. Shit. I had it up here somewhere. October 26th. That's gonna be good. Yeah. So it's a new 6-episode series. That's it. We're seeing 6 episodes. That's kind of annoying. So, but either way, I think Talamasca will be a good holdover until we get Lestat back. Do you like a racer? A racer head? Oh, with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Honestly, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I watched it. I really don't remember it too much. So with Vanessa Williams, yeah, that's from '96. I would have to watch it again. I would have to watch it again. The Legend of Hai 2 is great. The first movie I think you could find it online somewhere. That's an animated movie similar to Niza. Okay, check that one out. The Chinese animated movies, they tend to like really be good. At least the bigger ones, I should say. The ones that I've noticed. Uh Things from Stacy. Make a new American Pie. I don't know if it would hit the same. I don't know if it would hit the same. If you redo American Pie, I don't know if it would hit the same. If you make another sequel, that would I don't bother with that. Everyone's too old. It doesn't make any sense. But if you remake it, I don't know if it would hit the same with like Gen Z and Gen Alpha. I don't think so. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting for sure to see if they can incorporate that idea with the new generation, though. If somebody can do it properly, I think so. But I don't know. Yeah, Tom Mask looks promising. It looks good. The couple trailers we watched, it looks really interesting. And it's gonna start to tie stuff together. You know, so I'm down. I like erasers. As an artist, they're very useful. Yes, very useful. As somebody who likes math, erasers are very helpful. But yeah. Well, speaking of, we're talking about Interview the Vampire and stuff like that. I know they had their Comic-Con. When was it? Friday night at Comic-Con, at New York Comic-Con. So yeah, so the Vampire Lestat retitled from Anne Rice Interview the Vampire season 3 is now Vampire Lestat, which makes sense. Makes sense if they go that route. But they're saying latest season will do sometime in 2026. Cool. Thanks. So, but hopefully we get more of a date. But probably I'm assuming maybe like March, February would be nice. I forgot. I think Brian or Brandon from one of them said it comes out on like Valentine's or right around Valentine's. Like that would be like really spot on. So the Valentine's is a Saturday, so if it comes out like on that 15th, the day after Valentine, that'd be very fitting. Who should be the next Inspector Gadget? I don't know. I mean, the last dude, Matthew Broderick, I think. That's who it was, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he was a good one anyway. It depends if you want to go funny. If you want to go funny, maybe you go with like somebody like McLovin or somebody who I think would be kind of funny. If you want to go with somebody a little bit more, let's see, like more. See, you can't go serious with Inspector Gadget. You have to go goofy. Paul Rudd would be interesting. It might be. Yeah, Paul Rudd might be pretty good. He might be a little too old though. But yeah, I saw somebody Henry Cavill as Inspector Gadget. It's hilarious. Chris Pratt. No, Cleves, no more Chris Pratt. I'm good with him being in everything. Oh man. He just does all like the 80s and 90s, like kind of stuff. Brings it all back. That's funny. They could do a thing with Stifler's grandma. Would that be like a prequel? Like obviously it would have to be a prequel then. I can see something like that being pretty interesting. Stifler's grandma being a prequel back in like, I don't know, 60s, 70s or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. You know. Please name what's up. What's up, G's? And what's up, taking Mama Bear? Yeah, just me right now. But yeah, if it's just me, you'll probably just hang out for like an hour or so. I really didn't have much planned besides like talk Comic-Con and just like hang out with you guys and chat. Like really didn't have too much. But yeah. But appreciate you, G's, coming in, hanging out. Honestly, I never liked Inspector Gadget. I remember watching it as a kid. I mean, it was fun to like go gadget fist and then like go and punch like somebody, you know, doing that stupid stuff. But I was never a fan, big fan. Uh, Michael Keaton as Dr. Claw. That'd be funny. He's got the voice. I like that. I like that. That'd be funny. But Paul Rudd and Michael Keaton. Oh man, they're actually making another American Pie. Are they actually making? No, they're not. Like another one with the same people. That's crazy. A new American Pie is in development with a script being written by uh, Saljata Day. I'm not sure who that is. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't. He goes, it doesn't feature the original cast. Other original cast members like Jason Biggs have expressed enthusiasm for a potential American Pie 5, but yeah, but we don't know yet. If you make American Pie 5 and you don't bring back the original cast, what are you doing? Especially if Jason Biggs is saying he wants to be in it and he's excited if they're doing it, like how do you not bring him back? So I don't know. I don't know. It's gotta be a good story. Good story for sure. You said I love Inspector Gadget cartoon. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, it was one of those things that like everybody knows. It just was like just everywhere. Yeah. No, Stifler has a son, so Jennifer Coolidge would be Stifler's grandma. Stifler has a son, so Jennifer Coolidge would be Stifler's grandma. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't even. I'm trying to think of like a whole movie with like obviously it wouldn't be Jennifer Coolidge because if you unless you do it like in modern times of her, which would be just kind of weird, you know. But if you get somebody like a younger version of Jennifer Coolidge, so they're doing the Jennifer Coolidge voice, that might get a little that might get a little much. It'd be funny though. That might be like a lot. Ray Nicholson, Jack Nicholson's son as next Wolverine. Nah. I don't even know who has Ray Nicholson even done anything. What has he done? He's in Smile. He's in Novocaine. He's in some things. Nothing too big yet. I don't know if he has the look. And he's kind of old. He's 33 already. Yeah, I don't know if he has that Wolverine look. He definitely has the Jack Nicholson look. Holy, there's no denying that man is not Jack Nicholson's son. That is for sure. I hated that Penny and Brian did all the work and Catch got all the credit. Yeah, yeah, that was the whole gag of the show. Is he's a dum dum and the little kid's the genius. Make an American Pie slasher. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. That'd be more like a spoofy kind of one though. It's supposed to be about Stifler's mother dies and everyone comes back together, is what I read. Okay. Okay. You have to do something with it though. Like them with when they come back together, what kind of hijinks do they get into? You know. And trust me, once you're 40, like the hijinks of like an 18 being 18, it that doesn't happen as much anymore. Collector, what's up, Collector? Say Kings. I did not know you guys were going live tonight. Yeah, it was kind of like a last minute thing. Me and Brandman were talking yesterday, but or Thursday night, but we'll see. What about American Pie 5? I guess they're talking about making one. But I guess there's one in development, supposedly. There goes my idea. Junior passed away. Yeah, was it Diane Keaton? Did it say how she passed away? She was still fairly young. Well, never mind. She was 79. So yeah, I don't know if they said what. I haven't seen anything like why. Battled with skin cancer, bulimia that affected her growing up, and stuff like that. So she was 79. According to family rep, the public disclosed any major health issues in her final months. She had previously been open about how she struggled with cancer and bulimia throughout her life. So, okay. So, don't know exactly why, but yeah. Damn. Yeah, that does suck. Well, she was in The Godfather, Annie Hall, First Wives Club, Someone's Got to Give, Father of the Bride. Man, she was in like so much stuff. She was in so much stuff. Yeah. She was in Finding Dory? Oh, was she the mom? I have to check that out. I don't remember. But yeah, 79. That sucks. This new rapper named Jaws has made some good songs to Inspector Gadget beat. Gotta check those out. That thank Keaton. Yeah. 79. Yeah, it sucks. Sam of Kent Eastwood is still alive. He's 95. Is he 95? That's crazy. The man was born in 1930. He is still alive. Holy crap. Yeah, he's got some of the best movies for sure. But damn. Did any leaked trailers get posted? I don't think so. That's a good question. I don't think so. Because I got news from, I think there was this it's not really a leak trailer, but a new Invincible season 4. They're talking about the day it comes out. I think Wonder Man for Marvel came out. Yeah, they came out today. I don't know if it was really leaked. But we'll watch that. We'll watch that on Monday with everybody. I didn't get a chance. I didn't watch it yet. But I saw pictures, and I don't know what the hell the show's gonna be. Like, so like like I don't know, from what the pictures was. So there's a dude from like the 70s, white dude, right? Like who's Wonder Man, and then the whole thing with Yaya is he's auditioning to be re recasted as him in like a reboot or something. So I'm like, is this not even about a superhero? It's about like a movie. I was like, what the hell are we doing? I don't know. I have no idea what to expect from this show. But I think that's really the only thing. You like Shining Force? Man, I don't even know what to. I mean, you're bringing in some like some super like movies that I never even heard of. Well, Racers. Oh, I was in like 6th grade when that came out. Shining Force. I'm not sure what Shining Force is. Yeah, yeah. Shining Force movie. I'm not sure what that is. Like looks like an Asian movie. Hmm. You guys aren't live on Saturdays anymore. We do, but right now, like in between like shows, we'll do like we're doing watch parties. So like last Saturday we didn't do anything. It was my birthday. I was kind of like tired, and Brian was on vacation. But usually we'll do watch parties. Excuse me. And then if we when there's like a show like Silo, Interview with the Vampire, that party Talamasca and stuff like that, we'll adjust our schedule so we can do like focus on the show, like kind of the one thing like that. But yeah, ever since we started doing Saturdays because of the shows, we just stuck around and do like stuff in between. So right now we're watching The Expanse, and that's cool because we can pause that, talk what we need to talk about, for however many weeks, and then once it's back to like a slow season, pick up on the Expanse again. So never really watched any movies with her, but I think I've seen one with her. I'm sure you've seen one with her. She was in so many things. She was a roller coaster enthusiast. That's awesome. Yeah, no, they are. They usually do a watch party on Saturdays. Yeah, but Brian traveling back, it would be a Tank would be on. So yeah, yeah. What's popping? What's going on, Tony? Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, Wonder Man trailer came out. Yeah, we'll save that for Monday for sure. They can keep Wonder Man. I I. I'm really want to watch this trailer because I'm so curious, but I'm gonna keep it for Monday because I feel like it'll be more entertaining with my raw reaction. What got announced at New York Comic Con? Anything good? I heard some news about Star Wars books that got announced. Yeah, we got a bunch of good stuff. Invincible. Oh, what the heck? Uh, a lot of Marvel stuff. You know, a lot of comic book stuff. I don't know. Like I know Brian and Brian Man were reading a lot of the Ultimate comic book, Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, and stuff like that. I kind of fell off on it, but it's coming to an end. Like they're ending it, so that's gonna be interesting. So they're saying it's gonna end with like something huge. So if you're a comic book fan, I believe in April's gonna be the end of it all. So that'll be interesting. Then obviously Vision Quest was the big one announced. They said it's going to be the end of the trilogy of WandaVision, Agatha, and then Vision Quest, which I think we talked about that before. Where WandaVision sets up the kids, she loses them. Agatha, you get one kid back, and I think in Vision Quest you're going to get the other kid back, and that's going to kind of set up the return, I think, of like the main universe Wanda. So we'll see how that goes. But okay, interesting. They're saying a lot of James Spader is going to come back for it. Paul Bettany is going to, obviously be voicing and doing Vision. So I'm actually kind of excited about that one. I don't think I've been excited about MCU show in a while. Like I really wasn't excited about Agatha, and then I watched it and I loved Agatha, loved it. So this one I'm pretty excited about. Vision Quest. And a bunch of other stuff too. We'll get into it. So I couldn't wait. I already know what Wonder Man's gonna be about. Well, yeah, you love yeah. So yeah, of course, as soon as that came out, you're right. Watch. It's crazy how it's due from Superman, the Bolivian president. Oh, is he in he's in Wonder Man? Sully, what's up, Sully? They're taking the house, doing a lonesome tonight. Oh, buddy's lonesome. How's it hanging? It is going pretty good, man. Pretty good. Did some boo at the zoo, just like a Halloween thing at my local zoo. So we went there in the morning with the kids. Got to see a bunch of cool like Halloween stuff, and they decked out the zoo for Halloween and trick or treat. So it was fun. It was packed. It was so effing packed, but it was fun. Ben, happy belated birthday. I appreciate it, Jeeves. Thank you. Yeah, last week, 41. Ugh, man. Two can fight, one can win. Captain Ron versus Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted, 100%. I'm hardcore Bill and Ted fan. Ever since I was a kid, I loved Bill and Ted. The third one, not the best one, but yeah, Bill and Ted, Bogus Journey, Excellent Adventure. That's some of the best. That's so good, man. That's like peak Keanu. Like John Wick is awesome, but John Wick like takes second place um to it for Bill and Ted, in my opinion. Obviously, a lot of people would disagree, but it's been pretty good. Mama Bear, Bill and Ted. There you go. Yes. What days and times are you watching The Expanse? So we're doing Saturdays. pretty much every Saturday until we announce it. But we'll be back next Saturday we do like 2, maybe 3 episodes of The Expanse. I think we're still in season 1, so we just started. But it'd be Saturday nights, 9:30 ish, Central. So yeah, but it's pretty good. I've never seen it, so it's my first time watching it. Brian's seen it a few times already, and he's always hyped it up. And other people I follow love the show, so it only made sense for like, hey, let's do something that has a big following, and I'd never seen, he's seen, so you get kind of both sides of excitement of it. So, but yeah, but it is a good show. I like it so far. It's really good. If you were Dracula, what movie character would you hire as your Renfield? Hmm. Would it be kind of weird to say a Silver Surfer? Because that's the whole job of the Silver Surfer, is to find food for Galactus. So it's like, if you can find food for Galactus, finding people for Dracula wouldn't be too hard. Or being your like little servant. That's an interesting one. Who should be in the new Miami Vice movie? And you could just pick 2 people out. I don't know if Miami Vice would even work right now. It might, but they're not trying Miami Vice again, are they? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna do that again. Like I said, there's a Star Wars book that got announced. It's called Star Wars Legacy. It takes place in between episode 8 and 9, and it deals with Leia training Rey to be a Jedi. Okay. I mean, you gotta. I know they talked about it in episode 9, where she helped her. They really didn't go into too in depth with what exactly with, so it'd be interesting. I'm not really too excited, because like Leia didn't even finish her training, you know, so I don't know how much she can actually teach Rey. I mean, at least Rey's got the books. I don't know. I don't know. Kind of, like I said, I'm kind of like tapped out with all that stuff. Have you seen that with T? What's up? Hey, Tank the Tank. What's up, T? Appreciate you coming in. Sully 27K. Damn, you got 27K. Oh, that's like with your last review. Oh man. If Arnold wanted to join you for a watch party commentary, what movie would you do it with him? Oh man. Honestly, Kindergarten Cop might be the best, just because I'm sure he has the most stories with that because of the kids and stuff like that. But like, I feel like everyone's would be like Terminator, Alien. I personally would like True Lies. I think that'd be an interesting one. But yeah, yeah. Do you go with like what is going to be more funny and probably have a lot more stories, or do you go something like serious? Kind of depends. Being close to you, Tank. I'm gonna be 38 this year in December. All right, in December, man, you get Christmas and birthday. 38, man. Once you hit 40, then that's when the knees start hurting and everything. Oh man. Ooh, Last Action Hero. Yeah. Oh, that's one of my favorites. It's so good. It's so good, man. I love that movie. That's a good one, Sully. Bogus Journey is so damn good. It's so I watched it not that long ago. It was on TV, and I just like put it on, and I'm like, told my kids, I'm like, we're watching this. Shut up. No Daniel Tiger. We're watching Bill and Ted. I had a teacher in high school that loved Bill and Ted. Nice. That's awesome. Jeez, thumbs up. Darkroom reviews. What's up? Saying evening, folks. Appreciate you coming in. Darkroom terrific channel. What else? Make Bill and Ted 4 to erase the bad taste of 3. Oh, what was the plot 4? I don't know. 3 wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't great. It had issues. You gotta do twins. Twins for Arnold would be awesome. That would be probably a good one. That'd be a really good one. Yeah, I like that one too. I think I have something I wanted to send you later on Instagram. All right, yeah, send it. Check it out. I refuse to acknowledge Bill and Ted 3 since it broke canon. It did. It kind of did break canon. It did some weird stuff, but it was okay. It was okay. You know, it was like straight to DVD, kind of straight to home release. I my biggest issue with it was why Keanu Reeves was just looked like he just looked like um John Wick. That was my biggest issue. I was like, bro, you couldn't even like do the look to look like, who do you play? Bill? No, played Ted. Yeah, no. That would be fun, Kindergarten Cop. I think so. I also like that movie, so I appreciate that. Did you end up seeing Tron Ares this weekend? I haven't yet. I'll probably see it tomorrow. Brandman has no too much of a spoiler, but he said he liked it. So I was like, okay, very, very rare. Then we got Deuce coming in with 5 memberships. Oh my god, man. So see who got the memberships. Have you seen that? With T got one, Darkroom Reviews, Get Your Geek On Studio got one. Noah just became a sponsor, so you got one too. Idle Yorkshireman. That's awesome. You got one too. So Deuce, 5 more members joined the channel because of you. Appreciate that. We'll give you, of course, we gotta give you one of these. And then we'll give you one of these.
Oh, I like you, pussycat. Yes.
Oh man. And then collector coming in with just 99 cents. no chat or anything. We appreciate that, man. With doing that. That is awesome. Collector. And then we give you one too for your super chat. Here, we'll do one of these because I love Severance.
Please try to enjoy each fact equally.
So yeah, if no one has watched Severance, go watch Severance. 2 amazing seasons. I think season 1 starts off really good, but a lot of people are like, it takes a couple episodes. So for what it's worth, but by the end of season 1, you are fully in there, man. Let's see, where do we leave off? Make Swordfish 2. I really don't remember the first one. I mean, everyone watched the first one for one reason, or 2 reasons, I should say. At the end of Bogus Journey, they learned how to play and heal the world. Yeah. Wasn't it, I think, let me double check. Because I think the song they learn or they know was a Kiss song. And then, yeah, I think it was God. Was it God Made Rock and Roll for You? Or God Gave Us rock. God Gave Rock and Roll to You. That song. That's a Kiss song. Yeah, that's a good song too. My mom's like a big Kiss fan, so that ended up working out pretty good. Make more racing stripes. I really don't remember too much of the first one, but was that horse racing? That was like actually a zebra or something like that. I still need to watch Severance, but I don't have Apple TV right now. Isn't wasn't was this still is. I think Silo was supposed to come back this year or the next year. I'm assuming you mean Silo. I think Silo's coming back soon. When let's see if we have a release date for season 3. This is early 2026. So, but I think we're only getting season 3 and season 4, I believe. Yeah. Because I think their season 3 and season 4 were being filmed like back to back. You know. And I think that's the end of the show. So, but yeah, definitely check out Severance whenever you get Apple TV back. That's a must watch. I need to watch Chief of War, I think it is, with Jason Momoa. I need to watch that one because people are saying that one's amazing. So, wasn't supposed to come out this year. I'm waiting. Yep. God gave rock and roll to you. Yeah, that's a good song. My Facebook message is where I was gonna send you. Yep, no, you're good. You sent it there. What color would your Tron uniform be? I mean, I gotta go with the blue, right? We gotta go with the blue. And the crazy thing is, so there's the Tron ride at Disney World, which I gotta ask Brian if he ran on. He might be too big, and I'm not saying like big because I think there's a height requirement of like you can't exceed a certain height because of the ride. So he might be too tall to ride it. I gotta ask him. But also if you're like too big, like you probably can't ride the ride either. But either way, there's the Tron ride, and they changed the overlay because of the movie to red, and they put like the 9 Inch Nails soundtrack. And that's one thing I heard. If whoever said that the movie's bad or good, everyone said the soundtrack is amazing. It's amazing. So yeah. So and it's wild to think like 9 Inch Nails is playing on like loop at Disney World. Like that's I don't know. I think that's kind of like wild to even think about. Oh man. So I was coming back early, and they wrapping up season 4, which is the last. Yes, yeah. Because I know they were doing season 3 and 4 because they got announced. I think they got announced that they were going to do 3 and 4, and then that was going to be it for the show. So they just did back to back, which makes sense. Might as well. Season 4 is going to be the end of it. Yep. There's only how many books is there? Was there 3 books? I think there's 3 books. But I think what they're going to do is they're going to put book 2 and 3 in season 3 and 4, where season 1 and 2 was book 1. The next 2 books are going to be kind of mushed together, I think, to make season 3 and 4. Oh man. You go to 1800, what 2 movies do you bring with you to show them? I'm not sure. I'm not sure the question, man. Sorry. Pink. Oh, pink will be your Tron color. That'd be cool. I like that one. That'd be a switch. Brandon could write it, but Brian couldn't. Yeah, pretty much. I think out of the 3 of us, I think Brandon would be the only one able to write it. I do want to write it, so that's what I'm like. Oh man, I mean, the main reason why I need to get back into shape, like one being around for my kids. But yeah, I want to ride the Tron ride. It looks cool. Think you have a good night. I'm gonna back watching TV show on Peacock. All right, Collector, have a good night. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out for a little bit. Who are your Mount Rushmore of on-screen movie performers? Ooh. Like me personally, man. Like that's a hard question. That's a hard question. Because there's like people like someone like Brad Pitt who a lot of things he's done I loved. But on a personal level, like he's, all the shit he went through with Angelina, you know, and it's like all his kids, none of his kids want to talk to him. Like there's a lot of other issues and this and that. I was like, you know, so like I love him as a performer, you know, seeing him do stuff on screen, but then all the stuff in personal life that I hear is like never good. So you know, yeah. Oh, that's a good question, man. I would have to come back to that. I would have to come back to that. Think about that one. On the 55 and older plan, which I'm on at T-Mobile, you get Apple TV, Netflix, and Hulu for free. Damn, really? Something for you to look forward to, Tank. I used to work at T-Mobile not too long ago. Yeah, maybe have my in-laws, because I think they're not the plan owner. So maybe my girlfriend signs over the plan to her dad or her mom, and then I jump on there. Because free Apple TV, Netflix, and Hulu. That's awesome. That's awesome. Because I think I get Apple TV through Comcast for like $5 or something like that. It's pretty cheap. Netflix, I think I get through Comcast as well for like $15, but I get ads, which really suck. And then Hulu, I got the Hulu Disney HBO Max bundle, which is that's like the best bundle ever. Like Hulu, Disney Plus, and HBO Max. That's all. That's pretty much everything. That's like one of the best ones, and it's like $30 a month. So, no, I still got about 15 more years. We'll see if T-Mobile's around in 15 years. But Aker said, Speed 3, who'd you cast a new villain? I would want it to be somebody related to the first guy. I'm having a brain fart. Who's the bad guy of the first one? Yeah, but then you need to bring back, like Mama Bear said, you need to bring back Keanu and Sandra Bullock. One, they haven't done anything together in a long time, so for them to come back into like a Speed, you know, and do a Speed together, you know, I like that, you know, and have it be like the kid of the guy from the first movie. So I like that. You can only show the people in 1800. In the year 1800, two movies. From which two movies do you bring with you? Man, I think if you bring them anything like a movie, like their minds are just gonna blow up just from like not understanding what's going on. But for me, I think Interstellar, just showing people from 1800, like, oh, here's what a black hole is, you know, and how it looked, and here's space, and like that shit would just blow their minds. You know, Interstellar, like, yeah. What would be another movie? Ah, man, I don't know. Feel like it'd be something like they would talk about like today's world, you know, and like the dangers of what's going on in today. I'm not sure what though. If not like Matrix or something. Like I feel like the like Matrix will like blow their mind too. But yeah. That's a funny question. I like that one. Do say great question. If I show people in 1800 movies, they'll be trying to wish exactly. You're like, you be gone, like already burned at the stake before the end of the first movie. Like that's it. Yeah, and then which would be funny because like the movie you show them is like a movie about like the Salem witch trials. That would be like even more ironic. Yes, making new villain Dennis Hopper's son, and they also have them on tour bus for their honeymoon. That'd be cool. I like that. They're on like a tour bus for their honeymoon. I like that. That's funny. Blazing Saddles. Just show them Blazing Saddles. Yes, that's my idea. Things think. Yeah, I like that one. I would go see that. You know, find a way to make Dennis Hopper's son want revenge, which shouldn't be too hard. You know, I like that. show them Planet of the Apes. That's how it's the future. They'll show them the one where where the apes come back from the future and tell the people in the movie they're from the future, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a documentary or something like that, like something stupid. Yeah, that's funny. The Planet of the Apes movies started getting really weird, man. They started getting really weird with that. Yeah. I like to see how they react to Pretty Woman with a lot of prostitution back then. They probably would relate to it more. That's that's interesting. Yeah, like to them, there's like, what's the big deal? Like the brothels helped build the fucking Wild West. Yeah, all the money they brought into the towns and stuff like that, they would put into like education and a lot of the food problems. And the thing about it is like, yeah, the brothels, the people who think are like these like under, like horrible people and stuff like that. Like they're the ones that helped out the most. So yeah, yeah. But I don't know. Anybody excited about any of the other stuff they saw at Comic-Con? X-Men season 2. You know, they're saying it's gonna be big, tease up season 3 in a massive way, which kind of gets me scared because I don't want to see a season that just sets up the next season. Like I want it to be its own thing, and then at the end you set up what's coming up. Daredevil Born Again, which is what happened in season 1, it just set up season 2, which I'm super excited, super excited about season 2 because I think that's gonna be awesome. Vision Quest, I'm pretty hyped for. And the Spider-Man cartoon comes back, which I didn't think I was gonna like that cartoon. I didn't care for the animation style. I used to it though. It was amazing. It was amazing. So come the end of the year next year. Oh man. Nope. Never thought about that. You're right. Mm, oh, laggy. If Elvis hadn't died, a good character actor in '90s. If healthy, could have been a Nick Nolte role in 48 Hours. Let's see. I never really watched too much of his movies, so I can't really say if he was a good actor or not. I know people loved him because he was Elvis, but yeah, yeah. Oh, you're right about the brothels. Oh yeah, yeah. Like that was like one thing. Like when I found that out, I kind of like did a deep dive and started like kind of like learning about it. But yeah, I think the first time I think it was The Simpsons. Actually, am I laggy? Oh, close some of these tabs. Hopefully, I'm not too laggy anymore. Yeah. There's a Robo Tank. I don't know if I had too many tabs open or whatnot. Hopefully, I'm a little bit better now. It's so annoying. I pay a decent amount, but I get like my internet's really good. So I know the problem isn't my internet, which is just even more annoying. So I gotta like reset my computer one day, and I don't want to do that. It's just such a pain. Yeah, then I gotta reinstall everything, and then the risk of losing info, any saved data might suck. But yeah, hopefully I'm better. Hopefully I'm better. Yeah. So G said you're right about brothels. So I think I was saying the Simpsons episode when they have the brothel in the neighborhood, and then I forgot where, but I heard that little fact of how brothels like helped build the Wild West and helped build a lot of the towns. So then I started like looking into it like as I was in high school, and then like I remember like I had we had computer kind of class, and we did a lot of like research and stuff like that. And I looked it up, and the teacher at the time, like, he saw what everyone was looking at, so no one went on any like bad sites, in school. And he saw what I was looking at. He's like, "What are you looking up?" And I told him, and he's like, "Be careful." I was like, "You got it, man." So, but yeah, that was fun because he's like, "You're going down a dangerous road, so you need to be careful where how far you want to take it." But also, it's like, okay, look into it. So yeah, and be my bear. Pay McConaughey 21 million each for 2 new rom-coms. Oh man. He used to be the king of rom-coms. I want more Colossus storyline. I'll be cool with that. I think Marvel could do it. Once they set up the X-Men, they could start doing like some solo stuff. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Time for a new PC. So this is my PC back here. It's got all the good shit. Like, it's got like I got 2 M.2s, one's 4 terabytes, one's 2 terabytes. The RAM is maxed out, intercooler. I could probably get a new processor, but the processor's still like really good. The graphics card is a little bit older, but it's still like a solid 1080. The power supply is good. Like, everything, it's a good computer. It does not go slow. Like, I run the benchmarks all the time on it. But there's a software, and I can't figure it out, that's messing it up. It's a software. It could be the cables, because my computer used to be like right next to me, and then once I built this, I decided to put my computer there, but it's hardwired. Like, I have a long ass Ethernet cord going from here all the way upstairs to directly into my router. You know, so, and then when I run my speed test, it goes like I get like 600, 700 up, maybe like 40 down. So I'm pretty sure there's a software, and I can't find what it is, but there's a software that's like kind of screwing up everything. So I do want to get a new video card though, the new GPU. I wouldn't mind that. Cat 6, I got actually, because of it was going so slow, I wound up getting Cat 7, which was stupid expensive, but it was only like 50 feet for one. It was definitely overkill. Cat 6 should have been fine, but oh man. He's like, "Hi, Tank is Al or AI." Yeah, upgrade that video card. Yeah, I know it's a little bit older, but I mean, the 1080 is still solid for what I need to do. But I definitely want to get a newer one. I have two SLI ports, so technically I can get like 2 like 2070s or something like that. Let's see how that runs. Or then my power supply is like really good. Then I think I got like, oh man, I have like 6 spots for drives, and I think I have like 5 of them filled. But that's just for storage. It's for a lot of stuff, because I don't like storing a lot of stuff on my main hard drive in case it crashes, because I already had it crash once, which was annoying. Let's see where we at. I refreshing here cookies every few streams. Yeah. I do that. I don't do it every few streams. I probably do it like maybe every like once a month or so, but maybe I should do it more often. Um, Al Pacino calls you. He wants your advice. What he wants my advice? But what new roles should he play? Give him a Marvel and a DC at large recommendation. No, not Al Pacino. He's kind of old. And I don't mean that like in a bad way. It's just it is what it is. How old is he? He's 82. You know, even when he did that thing at the Oscars a few years ago, Oppenheimer, it's honestly, for him, 85, retire, man. Your role is just it's just to live out the rest of your life, be happy, man. Like, don't be in the spotlight. That's what I would do. But yeah, I really don't want to see him in that Marvel or DC. Not, and it's not because he's a bad actor. It's just it I think it's just he's a little too past. The only one out of like a lot of these guys probably be Joe Pesci. Just because, and it would be like a quick cameo that he would be Uncle Ben. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why I would want one of those like mobster movie guys to come and do something. It would be Joe Pesci just to be Uncle Ben. Like that would be awesome in a flashback. That'd be so sick. So Pacino shouldn't be in Marvels. Yeah, I agree. And it's not his style. It's not his style. You know. Our computers all robots and have been infiltrated from the 1950s on. Was like starting to get laggy again. Sorry. Oh man. See, pie with Jeff Bridges or pie with Anthony Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges. He just seems Anthony Hopkins is a better actor for sure. You know, I can't argue that. Jeff Bridges seems like he'll be a more entertaining hangout. I have so much to talk to him about, you know, because I love a lot of stuff that both are in, obviously, but Jeff Bridges does a lot more of the stuff I found entertaining. Like just Big Lebowski by itself would be like an hour-long conversation. Oh man. How do you think Samuel L. Jackson? He's not young. No, he's not young, but I don't know. It's just different. He's got to be what 70 something maybe. How old he is? 76. See, but he still got it though, you know? He still got it. Like nothing's like the Joe not Joe Pesci, the Pacino at the Oscars a few years ago when he was announcing it. I was like, okay, man. That's like there's that moment where you get that senior moment, I guess, or something, where you're like at that point where you're like, all right, it's time for you to like just relax. Like Samuel L. Jackson, 76, and he's still amazing. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. Sam Jack did Snakes on a Plane, which is a super cringy, stupid movie that's awesome to watch. It's so stupid, but it's so much fun. Samuel, he ages differently. At 76. Yeah, he's just cool. That's the thing. He's just cool. Yeah. Yeah. He's just like learning about like a lot of his past, like him being part of like the Black Panther Party, and he was a very like part of the resistance and stuff like that back in the day when he was much younger. And then went into the movie business and like he just nothing phases him, you know? Like he's just so good at everything he does. You know, like hearing about all the Django Unchained stuff like behind the scenes, you know, I thought was like he's just that cool ass dude. Yeah. And he's Shaft, right? So you have to be cool. Tell Eddie Murphy to make a new 48 hours. I just want to see Eddie Murphy in more things. He was making a comeback and then he kind of just stopped, right? He did the Coming to America 2, which wasn't the best, you know, but he did Dolomite, was awesome. You know, I think he's gonna be in the Shrek 5 or whatever they're doing. I think he's gonna be in there. He was good in Beverly Hills Cop, XOF. I enjoyed that one. So, but he needs to just do some more. You know, but again, a dude that doesn't really need to do a lot. You know, do like a good movie here and there, and he's good. And he did Django. He did. I want a Menace to Society sequel where Glenn Plummer character gets out of jail and then helps King's son. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I like that. I'll see that. The only role I want for a Pacino would be Mephisto or the Watcher. Mephisto? That'd be interesting. The Watcher would be definitely fun. What if he replaces Stan Lee as Stan Lee? He's the new Stan Lee in it. That'd be funny. He's a great actor and started out in the theater. Murphy and Samuel Jackson are in a new movie. Are they? That's coming out? Let me look at IMDb real quick. Them together would be a lot of fun. So we got upcoming Shrek 5, Play as Ball, the Pink. Is it the Pink Panther? Not too much about that one. Oh, he did that Candy Cane Lane. That was really bad. That was really bad. Oh, he did the other one was on Netflix. It was him and Seth. What the hell's his name? From Superbad. I'm gonna bring for it. But that one was not good. Like really not good. "48 Hours" would be interesting. I wouldn't mind that. Let's see. Do you have one or two James Bond new person picks? I really like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I like him. I think that'll be fun. I forgot who they said who's like the lead runner. Whatever. I'm having a brain fart. The guy who's might get the role. I forgot who he was. I remember looking him up not too long ago, and I was okay with that. He looked a little too young, but it was all right. Harlem Nights continued. Murphy acting and directing. Harlem Nights. Oh, you want Harlem Nights to continue? I think you only had the one movie, right? Yeah. I mean, wouldn't mind doing a sequel of that. Who would you get? You have to replace Richard Pryor, though, right? So I guess Kevin Hart proposed a concept for one involving the original character's children, but that didn't go anywhere. So he recently did the heist movie with Kiki and Pete. Oh yeah, that was on Netflix too. Yeah, was that? I think that was on Netflix, right? I'm trying to remember. I don't think if I've seen that one. I don't think I've seen that one because I know he did another heist movie with was it I don't know her name, but Precious. Was it The Pickup? Not the one he did recently? Yeah, with Kiki Palmer. Yeah. That was a Prime, not Netflix. It was a Prime one. Yeah, I didn't watch that one. That one just, and I like Kiki Palmer. I like Eddie Murphy. Not the biggest fan of Pete. Whatever his name is. But You People. That's the one I was thinking. But You People was not a good one either. So let's see. He recently did Unholy Trinity, Piano Lesson, and Garfield movie. Okay, I might be too far back. I don't know who you talking about. The Eddie Murphy or Pacino or somebody? The CGI helicopter scene, the part where Eddie Murphy looked scared of being on the golf cart, where those were not highlights of Axel F. I like Beverly Hills Cop 3 better. Over Axel F? Okay. Yeah, because I remember the scene where you're talking about where they crashed on being the golf court. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, there's some CGI issues for sure. But it was a Netflix kind of movie. I like G's idea. New Harlem Nights streaming series. Murphy writes it, produced stars. Yeah, I like that one. Eddie Murphy Redemption. It's an actual movie. Oh, there's a Harlem Nights sequel. That's an actual movie. See, NDC make Guardians of Oa classic actors like Pacino, De Niro, Morgan Freeman. You get the idea. I like that. You know, I kind of like that. You know, but it would be some CGI. You know, obviously we have to make them blue and kind of like float. But that'd be interesting. Just get like old Hollywood actors to come in and they're the Guardians of Oa, like they're the original Guardians, for the Green Lantern. I like that idea. I like that idea. Who should play Ripley in the new talented Mr. Ripley? Well, I don't even know about that one. I'm trying to remember who's even the original Ripley. I don't remember watching that movie. Yeah, I don't remember watching that one. Sam Jackson for the Guardian that takes the Red Lantern power. That would be funny. That'd be funny. Well, I know they all die recently. I know they all die. And that's part of like the issue now where Jon Stewart is kind of like the living embodiment of the battery. So, yeah. That'd be funny. There's a sequel. Look it up. Look it up. I thought I looked up Harlem Nights sequel. Mm, mm. Sure. Trying to see if I find it. See IMDb. They come with things. Harlem Nights. Well, there's one. Oh, is that? Is this real or not? Because I see it. It's on Facebook. Where it's Harlem Nights, Eddie Murphy, and Samuel L. Jackson. But I can't find anything like legit. Yeah, I'm looking for like IMDb or something like that. Also, there's so much like deep fake, AI kind of making stuff. Yeah, I wonder if it's true or not. This says 2026, and I haven't heard anything about it. Yeah, there's a whole thing. Is Life the unofficial sequel to Harlem Nights? Yeah. It's a good theory, but no. Hmm. Check it out. Yeah, it's hard to tell if things are legit now. It's so hard, man. It's so hard. I had somebody show me the other day, like, "Oh, check this out." I'm like, "It's funny, but it's fake." And he's like, how you doing?" And then you always look for the little things. You always look for a leg or a finger, something that like disappears and then reappears. And it was something with a bear. And it looked real. It looked real as shit. But there was like, if you stare at one thing, it was like something on the ground. Like, yeah, but yeah, it's just things are super scary. Super scary. Oh man. Which I appreciate, like DC. Jim Lee came out and said DC will not be using any AI kind of stuff. And I'm a big fan of that. I'm not a fan of AI. Whenever I have to do something, I rather learn how to do it on Photoshop myself, even though it might take 3 times as longer, if not way more than that. Just I'm not a big fan of the AI. And then also, like, it affects me personally because my electric bill is getting higher because these data centers that have to pump out all this like AI shit is like increasing everyone else's electricity bill that is around them. And in Illinois, there's a shit ton of AI buildings. So yeah, yeah, sucks. See, I like the old one on there. Yeah. I guess you're not a fan of the Death on series. Is that like Death on the Nile kind of stuff? I don't hate them, but they're very, very predictable. Very, very, for the most part, predictable. Kind of formulaic. You know, those murder mysteries like that. I don't hate them, but Death on the Nile was a pretty crappy one though. Like that one was really bad. Thank you. What 3 movies would you chaps do for a mini film festival? Hmm. That depends. If you want to do like anime, you go like 90s animated movies. I think it'll be fun. You know. So all depends, because I think film festivals right now are all about like bringing unknown movies to more mainstream, which I think is important. You know, but yeah, it kind of depends. Like I would love to do like animated kind of stuff, but I know I'm like kind of not. It's animated stuff is not popular like that. But yeah, maybe I saw a fake thing. Man, because if it's the one I'm looking at, like the poster where they're like back to back, that's a good poster. That's a really good poster. But I'm pretty sure that's like AI. A lot of people in here like, oh, AI bullshit, fake, fake, fake AI bullshit. Yeah, that's a cool poster. Close these out before start lagging again. Well, someone has homework. Yeah, Arm Knight's sequel not made yet. It was a major underperformer. Was it? I know, like people like love it. So it must be like one of those at home like cult classics kind of thing. Watch Armor Knights first. Yeah. It's been a long time since I watch it. I should probably watch it again. In the future, I'm running everything through the spoiler king before I believe it. It's hard. It's so hard. Like there's stuff that I've kind of fallen for. I'm like, because one, it's like it looks so legit, and then you kind of like want it to be real too. Where like it helps you to kind of like believe it. But it's hard. It's hard. $1 million program would be make a program that you can run like this high copy the link and put it in there, and it will tell you if it's like fake or not. I'm sure there might be that already exists out there, but yeah, people would love that stuff. Safe to say I couldn't talk Brian into an exercise marathon. No. He's like, yeah, as long as I get to bring my bed and I get to sleep through the whole thing, then you can put whatever on. That's funny. Watch 1989 Harlem Nights first. Yep, yep. Truth be told, didn't even watch Harlem Nights. Too much cursing. Says exactly, and you're lying, by the way. Oh man, did you like Demon Knight movie? Demon Knight. Man, you're making me look up all these movies tonight, man. Demon Knight, is that Tales from the Crypt? Demon Knight? I'm sure I saw it, but 1995, I don't remember it. Had a cast, man. Billy Zane, Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah. Who was Brenda Bake, William Sadler. Oh man, but yeah, I do not remember that. I like Tales from the Crypt movie. Like Tales from yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, I definitely watch. Definitely watch that. Definitely seen that. Yeah. Well, yeah, Tales from the Crypt is I watched that a lot when I was a kid. Probably should not have, but it was definitely part that might be some of the reason why I like horror. Like I watched a lot of like scary shit when I was younger. Probably should not have. And then I got older and I was like, oh, I want to watch this like Terrifier 3 and all this other crazy shit. You know. But I think even like horror back then, even like mid 90s to like now, it's so different, man. Like back then it was just like really over the top, kind of supernatural, scary, freaky stuff like that. Where now it's also very over the top, but I feel like it's more silly. Like Weapons, I really liked Weapons. It was a fun movie, but at the end of a scary movie, if I'm laughing, is it a scary movie? You know, I don't know. Excuse me. Have you seen Tales from the Hood? It was supposed to be serious, but it was hilarious. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I think was it Tales from the Hood where that Joe Pesci, where he's like what is this piece of shit here? I want to say so. I think so. I think that's Tales from the Hood. Or it might be. Is it Tales from the Crypt? It might have been Tales from the Crypt. Yeah. But see, delightful programs recommended by Collector Movie Man. Also, I was getting a home cinema installed at my estate and did not know that there was YouTube live chat until someone recently. I don't know. I might miss it, but yeah, YouTube. Yeah, and then I know they're increasing the visibility of a lot of the YouTube live stuff. So YouTube always does this where YouTube will like, oh, we're gonna push the live content. We're gonna, really, really push it, and we want to go against Twitch and be a rival against them and this and that. And then it just there's like, nah, we're gonna focus on this. We're on the normal YouTube stuff. And then they, a few years later they come back and like, oh yeah, live. We're gonna do live. So I don't know. I don't know. But uh Tales from the Hood is different. Yeah. The second movie, not so much. Yeah. I highly recommend shot on video horror anthology from 1980s Tales from what was it, Quadid Zone? The Quadid Zone. It's really interesting from a story point of view through the very low budget made by a Chicago filmmaker. Okay. I gotta check that one out. Write that down real quick. I always like checking out Chicago filmmakers. The Quad D Zone. Yeah. American Anthology. Oh, it's a black exploitation horror film written, directed. All right, man, this might be a little crazy. Let's see what it's about. Like, you might know some cinema. Welcome. Do you like the thriller Arlington Road? I don't think I've seen that one, man. It looks like Deuce made a friend. Yeah. What's your favorite horror movie scene? I'm assuming scene where the character is kind of bad and you don't like them and they get killed. Mm, I would say recently would be Weapons. Recently, it's Weapons. That was what it was more. It was very entertaining. It was very satisfying. Very entertaining. Um, a lot of villains, a lot of like horror movies. It's hard to kill them, you know. But I would say Weapons was probably one of the recent ones I watched where the bad guy, or the character is bad. You know. But you always get that too in like a lot of the old school horror films where like somebody in the group is the asshole, and then when they die, you're kind of like, yeah, okay. I'm not too upset. G said, I still don't get why this channel doesn't have more subscribers. You guys do an excellent job with your reviews, the way you put up videos together, etc. Yeah, appreciate it. I appreciate that. I know we're getting more, more views on certain things, which is awesome. Like our Wicked reaction got like over 2,000 views already, which is awesome. Um, but unfortunately, it's owned by Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers claims it, so we can't make any money on it, which is fine. We still I think that alone brought in like 7 new subscribers. So, but yeah, it just kind of is what it is. It's YouTube is so oversaturated with content creators. I forgot what the number is, but it's like up like a million freaking hours of content is uploaded like every hour or something like that. Like it's an insane number where you're just like, how is that even possible? Let's see if I can find out. Let's see how many of YouTube video or uploaded every minute. Let's see. So there are more than 500 hours of video uploaded on YouTube every minute. Every minute. So that would be 30,000 hours of new content every hour and 720,000 hours of video every day. So yeah. There's a lot of content, and there's a lot, especially in this movie genre that we're in, where we do reviews and stuff like that. It's also like kind of oversaturated too. So usually if you stick around for long enough, that's when YouTube starts pushing you a little bit more. You have a catalog, so people start to find things easier from you. So, but usually the longer you're on YouTube, the more you'll get noticed. See. Rex, comics. Dude. Oh, that's funny. I want a Shaman MCU trilogy. Someone from Reservation Dogs make Shaman. That'd be awesome. That'd be super awesome. I'll be so down for that. I'll be super down for that. God. I'll be cool with that. And that would be perfect, because I had to make sure. I'm like, he's part of Alpha Flight, right? So that'd be really good, because then that'd be a great way to bring in Wolverine and stuff like that. I'm cool with that. Reservation Dogs also is a really great show. Super great show. Then you have Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel is awesome. I love Miss Rachel. My oldest is kind of My youngest, like, he's like, what, 15 months now, loves Miss. He just hears her voice. He's like, huh? And he's just dead focused on her. But yeah, she's awesome. Like, the stuff she does is so great. Excited for Wild Hogs 2. Exactly, Mama. Seriously, Wild Hogs 2. Yeah. I number 1 was like already kind of cringe. Nothing fancy, no CGI, no green screen, no fancy equipment. She's magic. No, my grandbabies love her. Yeah. She has her show. I think it already ended on Netflix, but the show on Netflix was great. It was really, really good. She had like a potty song that's like really, really like helpful. But yeah, it's just her husband, and then I think originally it was like some of her friends, and now she actually hires people to help with the music and stuff like that. But it just worked out perfect, where she was, the educator, and then her husband was like a music person. So it just came together. It was really good. Although I love watching her like on her personal like IG stuff. One of the stuff she does, like, for the Palestinian kids and stuff like that is just amazing. But also like just her talking about being a parent. just like, no makeup, is just her, and she's like, I get it, so she's like, because so many people are like, oh, she has like the perfect life and blah blah blah, and she's like, nah, it sucks. Like, not it sucks, but you know, newborns and new kids are a lot of work, and it drains you. And she's like, kind of reassures parents that like it's rough. Yes, you get past it, but yeah. So, because sometimes that's when you just want somebody to be like, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, your kid's not sleeping. Yeah, it sucks. So, yes, you should be signing for the first one. Was terrific. That show was done. Is it finished already? Reservoir Dogs? That only got to be like a few seasons, right? Was it Reservoir Dogs or yeah, Reservoir Dogs, right? It was the show. Reservation Dogs. Yeah. Oh, it ended in 2023. Damn, it only had like 3 years, 2 years. Damn, that sucks. All on Hulu and Netflix. You can watch them all there. For Meryl Streep as Professor X. Stop. No. Bryan Cranston, Professor X. I like that one. I like that one a lot. I love Bryan Cranston. He's such like just a down to earth kind of dude. Like he's never. I never feel like he's over. Like, no, I can't talk about my old projects. Like, he was always like, yeah, well, cool. Like, one of my things I love was he wakes up as the husband in Malcolm in the Middle. He wakes up, he's in bed with the wife, with from Malcolm in the Middle, and he's like, oh, I had a dream, and his whole dream is him being Heisenberg from my God, what the show he was on where he had to make drugs. I'm gonna brain fart. So I know it's getting late, so I'm gonna have to probably call it soon. What the hell is that name of the show? Breaking Bad. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Like, that was funny. Like, he's crying and she's like, it's okay. He's like, hey, I was selling drugs and I was killing people. She's like, oh, you're crazy. No, you're fine. So, also, Malcolm in the Middle coming back. Super excited about that. 50 mil out the door. She's like, heck yeah. Meryl Streep. I'll take Vin Diesel before I take Meryl Streep. Oh man, he's doing like wheelies and shit, drifting in his wheelchair. This is Vin Diesel. His family. Demi Moore, a rogue that dies and makes a new rogue and spawns X-Men. But Demi Moore, a rogue that dies and makes a new rogue and spawns X-Men. I can see Demi Moore being like an older character in like an MCU movie. Which would suck because that'd be such a waste of a character, or actor. Whereas Vin Diesel, he's still probably arguing with Universal, trying to figure out how to get this Fast 11 off the floor. Because right now they're saying like, yeah, we're done, man. This is going to cost way too much money, and it's not going to bring in that much. So Vin Diesel's probably figuring out, maybe deep faking Brian coming back might not be the best idea. Like, let's skip that. Yeah, so that's what he's doing right now. So long as Rogue is a sexy Southern thing, I wouldn't be picky. Man, see, somebody came in last time asking who would be a good Rogue, and they said Keke Palmer. Like, she looked good. I like her as an actress. Like, I wouldn't hate it if that's the route they go, but it's not my like number one pick. Not my number one pick. Demi Moore is Lalandra. Ooh, man, that would be good. That'd be good. Because she's not. How old is Demi Moore? Demi Moore is like old, but she's not like that old. 62. Yeah, I like that. Her as Lilandra, and then you get Bryan Cranston coming in as Xavier. Because Bryan Cranston is 69 years old. Damn, he's 69. He doesn't look that old. I like that. I like that a lot. You see her doing that. Who gets a new Nightcrawler? That's a good question. I feel like it would have to be somebody new, like a new and up and comer kind of actor, like a European up and comer actor. Yeah, that's the route you go. Fast and Furious will happen. Too much money. It will happen. I mean, I think it will happen, but it's not going to be what Vin Diesel, I think, first had in mind. Because I think Vin Diesel was thinking like Endgame, like no, sorry, man, that's not happening, But I think it is going to happen, but it's going to be different from what he's been saying it's going to be. She's a sexy Southern. You sound like Nikisha. Rogue needs to be a ginger. Yeah. Redhead. That's it. Sophie Thatcher is the next Poison Ivy. Really good picture of her. Because I don't want to say yes or no without really, look. The name sounds familiar. Okay. Oh, yeah, she was in Companion. I like it. I like that. Her as Poison Ivy. I like that. She could definitely pull that off. 100% pull that off. She was in Companion. She was in Heretic. Yellow Jacket. I forgot she was in Yellow Jackets. I kind of fell behind off of that. Yeah. I like her a lot. She would be a great Poison Ivy. I like that one a lot. And Deuce goes, when is the next Expanse watch along? It'll probably be next Saturday. Brian should be back by then. Yeah. We'll probably like do like 2 or 3 episodes. Probably 3, honestly. Yeah. But next Saturday, for sure. We'll do that. Yeah, like Mama said. See, we'll give you something for the super chat, man. I need to do something from the Expanse. Here we go. I love this one, Brian. Brian, cut it up.
Do it.
Do it. Finish it. Watch it. Deuce, always appreciate you, man. Always coming with super chats. That means so much to us. So thank you for that. Bette Midler, best row. I don't know too much about her. I really haven't watched too much of her stuff. I mean, Hocus Pocus, I guess. I don't know if that counts. Yeah, because a lot of the other stuff I really haven't seen of her. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, probably would be Hocus Pocus. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah. I forgot she was in Addams Family too then she was in Murphy Brown. Yeah. For me, yeah, which I know other people would obviously disagree because I know she was like a legend from like back in the day. So, but that's what I would say. Love her Poison Ivy. So yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for that a lot. Anytime. Nah, man, you have no idea how much we appreciate you coming in with super chats and stuff like that. It means a lot. It really does. I'm gonna watch it after you sign off and catch up with the next few weeks. I'm excited. Oh, for the Expanse, yeah. Here, let me see. What was the last episodes we wind up watching. I think we're, I want to say episode 5. I think we finished 5 or 6 is where we finished. So we're still fresh, pretty early in on it. I think there's only 12 episodes. I think they said 10 or 12 episodes. 10, I think they said, or Brian said. Then yeah, we're just gonna jump right into like season 2. You see the expand 5. 5 was the last one, so we watched the first 5. So we're halfway through season 1. Beaches, acres. Okay. For may you do a Woody Allen movie review series. I don't know. I'm not a big Woody Allen fan. Like on screen and personal life. It's just his stuff never really like hit for me. I'm sure there's probably something of his that I do like. Let me see what he got on here. As a director, Rainy Day in New York. It was okay. Irrational Man, Magic in the Moonlight, Blue Jasmine, Midnight in Paris. See, a lot of these like Melinda, just not like up my alley. Like obviously, I know he did Annie Hall. Oh, yeah. Damn, 1966 is the first time he did something. Damn. But yeah, just not a big fan. Thanks from Stacy. Beach is awesome movie. Okay, I'll check that one out. See, because you and Mama Bear both said it's pretty good. Big Business was another great one. Yeah, I'm not denying she's great because people like love her, but just like not like no one I knew growing up was like big into like her movies, so I didn't really watch them as a kid. What's your favorite comedy scene where the person is making something up? Where, man, that's like super specific, man. Where they're making something up. Man, I don't even know. Comedy where they're making something up. I feel like I watched something recently that they did that, and I just can't think of it. Yeah, sorry, man. They come back to that one. Jeez. Why do you think the gun's off the Amazon Bond poster? The logo gun still on the 007 logo. I don't think they're gonna go through with that with Amazon with the gun thing. I think that's what they're saying. I think they're kind of putting out feelers to see what people think about it. I don't think they're gonna wind up going that route. I mean, maybe they do. I mean, maybe it's just off the posters. It's not that big of a deal. But if you don't do guns in the movie at all, it'd be kind of weird. But if you do just a poster, it's not like the end of the world. But all right, start to finish up because I'm coming up to 2 hours, which is a lot longer than I expected. But love hanging out with all you guys in chat. Yes, maybe you will like a Manhattan Murder Mystery, him and Diane Keaton. Okay, check that one out. Well, Expanse is good. There isn't a lot of good shows out right now. Glad people are catching up. Right now, you're not wrong. There's nothing like there's good, okay shows, nothing great. For me, like once Silo comes out, Severance, Invincible season 4 is coming out. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. I'm excited about Talamasca. It's coming out later this month. But yep. Fernando, what's up, Fernando? Sorry, you're late. You're right on time, man. What is a gross genius filmmaker, but yeah, who marries their own adopted? Yeah, that was the big thing. The daughter thing. It's really, really weird. Oh man. The opener of Aladdin, while recording the sound, they gave Ron Williams a table full of stuff and let him ad lib. He actually broke something. That's funny. Ah, man, I miss Ron Williams so much. It's so good, man. He's so funny. He's so great. It was sad. Mom Bear says, "I love Bette Miller." There you go. See, you gotta answer the question then, because like I said, I'm not knocking her. I'm not saying she sucks, but it just not wasn't my thing. So, if Mama Bear will probably list off all her movies. Make Fireball Island board game into a movie. That actually might get a lot of people. What's up? She does well in scenes from a mall. Okay. Yeah, R.I.P. Diane Keaton. Man, it was rough. That was a rough one. Sucks. That's 79. So, The Godfather. What do you want? What's up? Same. Fernando, where you been? Would you catch a Monopoly guy with a hat for a Fire Island board game? Let's see. For that? Or that? Or I like if the Monopoly movie is kind of like Home Alone. He has evicted some dangerous tenants with traps, etc. Make keep robbers and Baltic Avenue, etc. And then he gets more assets like Wall Street. That's that's kind of crazy. That's awesome though. That's funny. Ben Miller's as owner of the green properties in Monopoly movie would be fun. People like Ron Williams wanted to make people laugh because they know it's like to feel the darkness. Yeah. Yeah, but I think I read recently with his autopsy, they've been like doing studies that it wasn't like just full on depression. Like there was an actual like mental illness that could have been treated with like some like medicine and stuff like that. Um, what was it called? You know, let's see, because it was like a disease. A battle with Louis. Here we go. Louis body dementia, a neurodegenerative brain disease. So, it's initially misdiagnosed as Parkinson's disease, but it's a fully intentional illness discovered during an autopsy. Yeah. So, yeah, that Louis body dementia is what he had. It wasn't just him being like super depressed. It was like this disease that really messed with his brain. Yeah. Yeah, it called it damage to the brain, terrifying symptoms, left him feeling as though he was losing his mind, no longer was in control. So, I mean, that sucks. I mean, just going down, everything going down like that, and feeling that the way you felt, you know, but progressive and irreversible, which is really really bad. Uh, but I know he had a lot of like darkness in him too. You say it that way, but he was so funny, man. It's so much. I loved him on. He showed up on Whose Line Is It Anyway for a few episodes. Amazing, amazing. Because he's just spontaneous ad lib so much, and he's working with like these other guys that's what they do for their living. Watching those episodes, if you never watched them, go back. They're so funny. They're so funny, and he gets close to getting really dirty because he's like very like kind of like a potty humor, dirty kind of comedian at times. So yeah, it was fun. Ben Kingsley, but listen, listing movies. Big Business and her Lily Tomlin played identical twins, which at birth. That's awesome. That's awesome. That actually sounds like an interesting movie. Big Business. Now you're gonna make me start watching Bette Midler movies. I never saw that one. Lily Tomlin 2, poor Bruce Willis. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Bruce is like, the last I read about him, it was like really, really bad. I think he went he's nonverbal now. Like it's like really, really bad. So I wouldn't be surprised if like by the end of the year, before the year's over, like, he doesn't make it. It sucks. I'm not saying, I'm wishing it, but yeah. Yeah. And right now my son, we were watching the Rugrats movie where it's the crossover with the Wild Thornberries. And the dog, Spike, is voiced by Bruce Willis, which is so awesome. So like my son is listening to Bruce Willis, and then there's a song, the Lust for Life Iggy Pop song, that Bruce kind of covers, but he kind of redoes it and does a lot of like dog kind of comparisons and stuff like that, which is super funny. And my son loves that song. So I've been listening to Bruce Willis sing Lust for Life like at least once a day, if not like 2-3 times a day. So yeah. So it's just funny. It's just my kid's first introduction to Bruce Willis being awesome is a voice actor as a dog in Rugrats. But yeah, that's how awesome Bruce Willis was. They go do that, do Die Hard, and do like a military man. He was just a badass. I like that Deuce. Who'd you cast as live action Jack Skellington for Nightmare for Christmas? Gotta be somebody who could sing, right? Somebody who could sing. I know I'm drawing a blank on some actors who can sing right now, but someone who can sing, and then I think you're probably pretty good. Get one of the guys from Pitch Perfect. You could do it. Miller's a legend. There you go. See me too many times. It'll be a sad week for me when Bruce Willis passes. Yeah. I mean, celebrity deaths, they definitely like, they suck, when people die. There's obviously ones that probably hit, you harder than others because the connection to the movies, the person, stuff like that. So Bruce Willis for me would definitely be a rough one because he was always like, and he's in so many things that I love. Like I remember watching Die Hard for the first time, and it was just like, oh, this guy's a badass. Like no shoes, he's just running around killing people on Christmas. It was so cool, And then he's amazing in Fifth Element. Oh my god, I love that. I love that movie. So yeah, it's definitely gonna suck when he dies. Looking forward to the second Simpsons movie. Me too. Actually, it's gonna be fun. I enjoyed the first one. It was just a long episode, which is fine. But I think the second one's gonna be fun. I thought that was gonna be it. I thought they were gonna like, oh, the second movie, that's it. The Simpsons are done. And they're like, nah, we got like 4 more seasons. I was like, shit, damn. They just keep going. It's early here after The Expanse. I'm going to watch that Miller Tomlin movie. Nice. How early is it for you? It's like midnight over here now. At least twice a day we get it. Oh yeah, that would be a fun movie trilogy marathon. The Unbreakable trilogy. I like that one because it goes from like good to really good to what? Because Glass was just like, what are you doing? Die Hard is one of the best action movies ever. It really is. Like I know like it's might be an exaggeration, but it really is. It's one of the best perfect action movies. I'm trying to pick a tall and skinny actor for Jack. Yeah. I mean, the tallness, you can kind of work around that, but we'd have to be kind of skinny, lanky, and can sing for sure. Like, for sure. all the Die Hard movies were good. Red and Red 2 were really good too. Yeah, I liked Red and Red 2. That was good. All even the Die Hard where it was his son, like it wasn't like amazing. It wasn't the best of the Die Hards, but I had a good time with that one. It was fun. Die Hard will be the new Christmas movie. I say it's Christmas movie. There's, other people say it's not. People on the movie say it's not. I think the director said it's not. I'm like, hey, to me, it's a Christmas movie. It's always been a Christmas movie. Exactly. 10 p.m. over there. Oh yeah, it's super early. Are you West Coast then? It's like West Coast time. Gustin Ford's Jack Billington. How tall is he? Is he? I don't think he's that tall. Can he sing? I don't know. I don't know if he can sing. How tall is he? Come on. What's his height? He can't be. He's got to be like 6'1". Grant was Angly. Was he Angly? I did not know that. He's 6 foot. So yeah, you can definitely do that. That's the first thing. He's an American actor and singer, best known for playing Barry Allen in the Flash, Reverse Flash, bro. But yeah, I did not know. So there you go. He can't sing. That'd be wild. He goes from Flash to Jack Skellington. Oh man, I like that. Oh, here we. All right, probably start finishing up. I'm getting tired. Grant was on Glee. Red one was good. The second one, man. Yeah, West Coast, the West Side. All right, I think we'll finish it up there. But I appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out. I mean, this was legit just a long hangout session, and just everyone coming in, talking. Even I appreciate oh my god, Acres of Movies coming in with all the awesome questions. So yeah, some I just couldn't even get into, man, because it was just so specific, but they were good questions. They were fun time for sure. That's why they did the musical crossover with Supergirl. They were both on Glee. Oh, she was on Glee too? That's funny. That might have been when I stopped watching. That's more of a Brian thing. With he kept going with Flash all the way to the end. So, but that's funny. They did a crossover, a musical crossover. That's funny. Oh yeah, but yeah, appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out, man. Jeeves, Deuce with the super chats, Mama Bear, of course, for Fernando coming in at the end, or not the end, but like Collector, all the people in the have you seen that with T, Sully, all you guys. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry, but yeah, no, just coming in, hanging out with me, just going through chat, hanging out, but appreciate it. That music episode was the best. Go watch it. Okay, I'll check it out. It'll be fun. I like when they do random musical stuff, like the Star Trek show. One of the newer shows had a musical. It was weird, but it was good. So I'll check it out. It'll be fun. Good seeing you, Tank. I love you, Mama Bear. I'm not unmasking for The Expanse. Save that for Silo or Severance. But we appreciate it, Jeeves. Thank you so much. Just coming in, hanging out. Good to see you. I know you haven't been in chat in a while, so always good to see you and come and hang out with us. Yeah. So, but cool. We'll be back. The full crew coming back on Monday. We're gonna probably break down Peacemaker. Probably talk Tron. I'm pretty sure Brian will see it by then. And then we'll talk some other Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con stuff that went down. So, but yeah, watch some trailers. Obviously, watch Wonder Man and some other stuff that comes out. But appreciate everyone, all you guys. Thank you guys so much. It made my night for sure. But we'll see you guys on Monday. Later.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're out here.